Prince William doubles down. According to multiple sources, it's now a matter of when, not if, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
March 3rd, 2026, and London's quiet morning fog just got ripped apart by a royal statement. The mood around Buckingham Palace turned ice cold in seconds. What was supposed to be a calm royal update suddenly felt tense, like something had just snapped by doors. The silence didn't slowly fade away. It cracked all at once.
So William is not taking any more crap from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Buckingham Palace, an official announcement that did in the news cycle. It blasted straight through it with chilling precision. The message made it clear that Prince William, the Crown, and the Privy Council had formally refused to recognize the private DNA brought forward by Prince Harry. That report was some things down. Harry wrote it as Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, his biological son, and should appear in the Royal Household Registry. But instead of cooling, this so-called move flipped the whole situation upside down and turned into a shocking royal bombshell. It didn't just shut the whole situation froze the monarchy in place. Tension inside royal circles through the roof.
I think that they are at the moment facing a real crisis. Meghan and Harry's crisis, completely of their own making.
And suddenly the royal family found itself in one of the most uncomfortable states people have seen in modern times. For a family known for keeping things calm and controlled, this moment feels extremely serious. This wasn't just a polite refusal written in fancy palace language. It landed like a loud thunderclap echoing through every marble hall of Buckingham Palace. Behind those polished statement calm words, a clear message was sent to Britain far beyond the palace gates. To go deeper into this wild royal drama, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the video, because things are about to get even more intense. Situation isn't just some small paperwork inside a famous family. This move came straight from the top levels of royal authority. Prince William made the position very clear. No child claiming royal blood will be added into the line of succession unless an official test is carried out under the Crown's supervision. No private labs. No shortcuts. He wants Britain's tops handling the test under royal oversight. Future king just turned what looked like a private family mess into full royal protocol.
So love talking Meghan Markle. I got one from over the other day.
No way.
He was like, yeah, like I'm in the shop all the time. I used to get a ton of shit for listening to your show. And then one day, like, you got to come over here and hear what the Nerve is saying about Meghan Markle. And they were like,
oh, I don't mind
if I do.
Suddenly, this situation isn't about blogs or loud tabloid headlines anymore. Now it's about bloodlines, royal legitimacy, and the future standing of two young royal children. The trust between two brothers is hanging by a thread, and the image of the entire monarchy feels like it's balancing on the edge. Across London, the talk is spreading everywhere, from quiet mess to politicals in Westminster. One chilling question keeps echoing through the conversation, and nobody can ignore it anymore. He's your son, Harry, but is he ours? Understand how things this far. You have to rewind to that lit the spark. What was supposed to heal old wounds inside the family, ripping the deepest and wide open again. The dossier Harry's team delivered wasn't just a few documents stacked together. It was a massive proof meant to silence critics once and for all.
They're more desperate than ever. And I think that they don't know what to do other than to try and come back to a rebuild as some sort of...
Inside were detailed a DNA report from a California lab, Meghan's sworn pregnancy timeline, ultrasound scans, and even a notarized statement from a hospital staff member. Every single page pushing the same message: legitimacy. Harry's goal was bold and impossible to ignore. He wanted Archie and Lilibet officially restored as recognized members of the royal family, with their titles, privileges, and royal protection. After years of living far from palace life, Harry was reportedly ready to step back the UK spotlight and reclaim what he believed was his children's rightful place in the royal structure. But the moment that file landed on Prince William's desk, the reaction was cold. No warm response, no approval behind closed doors. Instead, William reportedly moved fast and the issue straight into official royal procedure.
And it's all wrong for her. And Meghan liked things going wrong for her. And Harry has very little to add to the party enough to satisfy. I think there's a crisis coming which will redouble all the problems for King Charles and
He quickly reactivated the Sovereign Succession Council, an elite circle of legal minds, intelligence advisors, and royal experts tasked with examining sensitive matters to the royal bloodline. Within hours, insiders say a serious decision came down. What some are now calling a royal freeze was placed on possible reinstatement, with officials they described as major inconsistencies hide the evidence. And behind palace walls, whispers about something even more explosive. A confidential memo, nicknamed the bloodline files, to contain troubling red flags Williams' team says were never, according to leaks floating around royal circles. What's inside those files is sending shockwaves through the monarchy. The documents point to a tangled web of confusion and questions that could kill credibility in a serious way. According to insiders, investigators began highlighting several unusual details they believed closer inspection. The first major red flag focused on a visual forensic review of Meghan's pregnancy photos from early 2019.
He's now considering all options, including legal routes, to stop his younger, who he views as a treacherous soul these days.
Analysts reportedly is taken on March 5, 2019. One set from a morning appearance appeared to show a very clear baby, but photos same day seemed noticeably different in shape, and investigators claimed they noticed fabric coat in some of the images, something that sparked a quiet curiosity behind palace doors. Those small visual details rapidly pushed the review team to look deeper into the timeline. At one point, sources say a 3D study was carried out to examine the photos more carefully. The results surprised several insiders. According to leaks, within just a few hours seemed to match what analysts expected from normal changes, which quickly triggered heavy royal circles. This controversial memo has now revived older rumors and theories that had already been floating around for years. Some voices inside the discussion the possibility that something artificial might have been involved. The pregnancy timeline appeared publicly.
You know, he is the heir to the throne, and I don't think that there are many companies that really want him to be absolutely discussed by them. I don't think that's a good idea for anybody. I would hope that if he couldn't do it via legal things, that actually to be very, very sure, you never know.
But Harry hasn't out the stuff, Angela, does it?
But insiders say that revelation is only the beginning of the story, the so-called bloodline files, on something many insiders say is even more serious: the absence of official medical confirmation. In previous royal births, like those of Prince William and Princess Catherine's children, formal verification from the palace's senior doctors was clearly documented. Those trusted physicians traditionally confirmed the labor and delivery for the royal record. But according to reports circulating around royal circles, no signed confirmation from those publicly presented for Meghan's labor or Archie's delivery. The same medical officials who stood earlier royal births were reportedly not listed in the same way this time, which quickly raised new questions among palace observers. It didn't stop there. Sources also claim that no traditional hospital discharge or Crown Archive event ever publicly logged in the usual royal format.
Well, you're making me nervous. I want to tell you, in America, a lot of they're talking about how Harry and Meghan are experiencing difference in their interests and professional paths. Meghan focused on Hollywood, as you just mentioned.
For insiders familiar with this procedure, paperwork is now being discussed from long-standing royal protocol, something that rarely happens in such high-profile family events. Then that really got talking, Archie's birth certificate. About after it was first released, the document was quietly amended, and that move shocked many royal watchers. Members within Prince William's circle reportedly called the change unusual and never fully explained. The name Rachel Meghan Markle, the title Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. Meghan's team later said the document came after a request from palace officials, but aides to William's office reportedly pushed back, noting that Catherine's full name remained unchanged on her children.
From exploiting Princess Diana for money and allowing Meghan Markle to exploit Princess Diana for money, so she is in some way connected by the public with that amazing woman.
At first glance, this might seem small, but investigators reportedly saw it as a blazing red flag. To them, it raised the that an official royal document altered after the fact. Inside palace circles, that kind of move is taken extremely seriously. Every line on the record, every signature, detail is said to be under royal scrutiny. But the biggest shock inside the rumored bloodline files didn't come from doctors, aides, or royal officials. According to the most explosive came from somewhere completely different, a quiet financial audit that uncovered something unexpected. Sources claim that during an internal review, analysts noticed a suspicious money transfer made just days before Archie's birth announcement. The payment, reportedly close to $500,000, was allegedly sent to a reproductive facility in Baja, California.
William is said to plans brother Prince Harry.
The clinic is said to work with extremely wealthy clients and strict confidentiality rules. That discovery didn't just raise a few eyebrows, it reportedly sent shockwaves straight through Buckingham Palace. What looked like a simple financial record into a major talking point behind palace doors. The mysterious $499,000 transfer wasn't just an ordinary payment either. According to leaked details, The transaction kid notes that once analysts examined the data closely, they reportedly found references to a confidential agreement between the clinic and an unnamed third party. That single detail instantly triggered alarm bells among investigators. Inside the Palace review team, some members reportedly wondered what payment hinted at a medical arrangement outside the United Kingdom. If something like that were true, it could raise difficult questions because traditional royal succession rules expect the royal mother to personally give birth to the.
From William's point of view, this crosses the line. Their past is approached.
The implications of were extremely serious within royal circles. Drama didn't end there. The DNA test, to settle the entire issue, only seemed to add more layers of mystery. According to reports, the analysis was handled by a small laboratory Barbara called Horizon Gene Diagnostics. Members of Prince William's team quickly raised concerns about the process. They reportedly pointed out that the DNA samples were hand-delivered by Meghan's former chief of staff instead of being transported through a fully verified system, which only made the situation look even more questionable to investigators. Another issue investigators reportedly flagged was the laboratory. Its sources claimed the facility was not widely recognized by several major international forensic accreditation groups. That detail immediately made palace officials suspicious. To some insiders, the whole test started to look less like a scientific review and more like something arranged to produce a convenient result. Reports say the submission process was handled by Douglas Hall, an Oregon-based lawyer known for rights cases rather than royal succession matters. Inside royal circles, that detail raised serious eyebrows. For some investigators, it looked like the process may have been organized like perception rather than to the truth once and for all. The situation grew even more dramatic when a leaked email connected to Hall's office reportedly surfaced in the Times of London. The message dated January 22nd, and the subject immediately caught attention across royal and legal circles. "We need optics, not science." That phrase alone sent shockwaves through the conversation. According to the leak, the email suggested that if the California lab couldn't move quickly, another lab so the report would appear solid. The message allegedly said the result didn't have to be perfect, only on paper, because, quote, "the palace will only see the documents." When reporters pressed the leaked message, he didn't deny that the email existed. Instead, he said the taken out context and misunderstood. Inside palace circles, that explanation didn't calm the storm at all. If anything, the leak situation looked like a carefully planned to shape public perception. The truth. It seemed the royal drama couldn't get any more tangled. Kensington Palace reportedly released a new timeline that shook the whole story again. Financial records and courier logs were examined, and the details raised fresh questions about how the DNA samples were handled. According to those records, a DNA sample reportedly left Los Angeles International Airport on January 24th, headed for London. But investigators also discovered that another identical was quietly sent to a second laboratory in at the same time. That Swiss lab, however, never received full payment and never finished the testing process. Insiders now believe it may have been set up as a backup plan in case the results from the first lab leaked internal data from even the material as practice use, which only added to concerns that there was no clear official chain of. One Home Office source reportedly summed up the mood in a single line: "It's starting to look like smoke and mirrors." What started as a simple DNA question has now twisted into a full royal mystery packed with labs, leaks, and secret files. At this point, insiders say the situation feels like a medical report anymore. The whole thing reads more like the episode of a high-stakes political thriller. And right in the middle of the chaos, Prince William made a move that shocked royal watchers across the country. The future took the most dramatic step yet. He activated something rarely even mentioned in public: the Royal Commission for Lineage Continuity. This quiet safeguard was reportedly created back in 1975 for the monarchy, if serious questions ever surrounded the bloodline. What makes this moment historic? Simple. The commission has never been put before. Not once, but now, for the first time ever, the full 7-member panel has reportedly been summoned. According to insiders, the tension inside those palace meeting rooms is extremely intense. The lineup itself sounds like something out of a secret council. It reportedly includes senior lords, a retired judge, the Royal Archivist General, an Oxford historian, a legal representative connected to the Archbishop of Canterbury, and even a former intelligence officer who's identified. Their mission is to determine whether Archie and Elizabeth meet the ceremonial and historical standards tied to royal succession. They're to determine whether the children remain part of the royal blood. And according to insiders, this investigation goes far beyond a simple DNA question. At its core, the inquiry touches legacy, loyalty, and the very foundation of the monarchy itself. Sources claim the LEE has already demanded every available version of Archie and birth certificates for detailed review. But the investigation didn't stop paperwork. Reports suggest the commission has started examining travel logs connected to Meghan, security records tied to Frogmore Cottage, and even redacted financial transfers linked to royal accounts. The scope of the review has reportedly gone to royal archives and modern records alike. And if the panel eventually decides that around the births do not align with traditional royal succession rules, the outcome could be historic. To palace sources, one possible case could involve Archie and Lilibet being removed from the official royal register. If that happens, the consequences would be massive. Archie and Lilibet could reportedly lose any royal titles connected to succession and no longer appear in official royal events. In simple terms, be completely removed from the monarchy public, a move that would send shockwaves across royal history. But insiders say that even further, straight into the legacy of Princess Diana. Her will reportedly states her personal wealth should be divided between her two sons and later passed down to their legitimate heirs. With Archie and Lilibet's status now under intense review, their connection to Diana's reported £22 million trust has suddenly been thrown into uncertainty. Sources claim Prince William has already held a quiet meeting with the trustees overseeing that estate. During the discussion, he reportedly said a portion of the trust be temporarily frozen until the royal commission reaches a final decision. If that's in place, any immediate access to the funds. Insiders say that could be a major financial setback for Harry, who has reportedly depended on support connected to Diana's trust while raising his children. The collapse of RQL brand and closed doors has reportedly left Harry frustrated. One insider even claimed Harry told a friend that Diana would never have allowed royal suspicion to outweigh her love for her grandchildren. She believed in hearts. Those emotional words are now echoing through headlines, interviews, and quiet conversations inside palace halls. Supporters of Harry, the line captures what they believe Princess Diana would have felt if she were alive today. But royal advisors are pushing back hard. According to officials close to the process, the situation isn't about personal feelings at all. It's about legal responsibility. Trustees managing Diana's estate say they must follow strict rules to ensure that only verified heirs receive funds. As one palace source reportedly said in very direct terms, until the is confirmed, the freeze stays in place. That growing pressure has reportedly left Harry in a difficult position. His claim he now faces demands from the palace to cooperate with a full forensic review tied to the investigation. The situation already felt tense, but then another powerful figure stepped into the story. King Charles III has now entered in a surprising way. A sealed memo from late 2025 was reportedly opened to Prince William personally requested access. While the confidential, insiders revealed the striking subject line written at 6 children and the threshold of trust. That single phrase alone sent shockwaves through royal watchers. The document had been security at Marlborough House. According to reports, King Charles wrote the memo after receiving a briefing from Princess Anne regarding concerns about the timeline surrounding Archie's birth. Some rumors even suggest the memo could early discussions about withholding hereditary recognition until questions were fully resolved. The reported idea was simple but extremely strict. Any royal child not born under fully verified and fully observed conditions be denied hereditary recognition. If that approach were enforced, it would mark one of the toughest royal positions seen in decades. Sources close to the palace say King Charles felt deeply conflicted. On one side, a grandfather who cares about his family. On the other, he carries the responsibility of monarchy's rules and traditions. In the end, insiders claim he leaned toward Prince William's, a move observers say signals a clear shift in royal the palace. Sussex side stayed silent for long. On February 8 a.m., Meghan's legal team reportedly launched a strong response in they're filing accused Prince William and members of the Privy Council of organizing what they described a custodial power move disguised as a lineage investigation. The legal argument claims Archie and Lilibet, as dual citizens, acted under international family law. That bold counter could now push the royal conflict onto the Meghan legal team is now pushing back with modern law and global attention on their side, and the clash is only heating up. Their lawyers at the Royal Household Registry is not a civil legal authority and therefore has no real power to decide who is or isn't legitimate. According to their filing, removing Archie and Lilibet's names from royal records would amount to institutional erasure, could violate their rights as descendants of the royal family. To strengthen their argument, Meghan's team reportedly included personal family photos from Archie's birth celebration in Montecito. They also had a sworn statement from Tyler Perry, who said he personally witnessed Meghan caring for and raising both children during public scrutiny. These were described as emotional and deeply personal. The palace response? Absolute silence. To insiders, quiet reaction isn't accidental. It's behind closed doors. Royal advisors are planning every step of making a move. Different voices inside the royal circle are reportedly weighing in as well. Princess Anne is said to strongly support Prince William's firm position and has pushed for the idea of a formal royal medical tribunal to examine the situation. Prince Edward, according to sources, feels uneasy about how intense the conflict has become, but still believes the monarchy cannot appearing weak again. And while Queen Camilla has stayed publicly silent, one insider claims she was overheard making a blunt remark on palace walls. One must stand taller than its scandal. Behind the palace walls, emotions are reportedly boiling over. Sources close to this, Prince Harry feels furious, deeply hurt. According to insiders, he believes he has been betrayed, not only by his brother, but also by the royal institution he once defended so strongly. It's revealed that a recent phone call between Harry and Prince William was short, tense, and painfully cold. What once started as a dispute over decades has now grown into something far bigger. The disagreement has turned into a full royal and emotional crisis that is shaking the monarchy from the inside. Right now, the crown appears caught between two powerful forces: bloodline and brotherhood, law and loyalty. This situation is no longer just a family argument. Many royal watchers now describe it as a battle over the moral direction and credibility of the monarchy itself. Deep inside the palace, far from cameras and reporters, the full RLEE report is reportedly being examined inside secured systems. Investigators in today's birth records, financial transfers, personal testimony, and confidential documents. Now everything reportedly comes down to three key figures: Prince William, Princess Anne, and the Lord High Chancellor. The question hanging in the air is massive. Can the House of Windsor survive? Truth comes out next? The decision ahead won't just affect children. According to insiders, it's the credibility and stability of the crown itself. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle, who has remained mostly quiet during this entire storm, is reportedly publicly. Sources claim she recently recorded a full interview at her home just 2 nights ago. Early descriptions of the footage say it is raw, emotional, and deeply personal, with Meghan discussing her pregnancies and the intense fear surrounding them. She speaks about the fear she felt while living under royal scrutiny and the pain of being questioned not only as a public figure, but as a woman and a mother. According to early descriptions of the interview, one moment stands out as intense. "I carried my children. I gave birth to them, and now they're being erased. This isn't about lineage. It's about power, fear, and control." Those powerful words are to ignite headlines across the world. The interview is reportedly being handled by an independent media outlet in the United States, and insiders say the bypass several major networks in order to reach audiences directly online. While Meghan prepares to publicly, Prince William is preparing his own response, much quieter, but just as historic. Behind closed doors, his team has reportedly finalized a major speech titled "On the Matter of Lineage and Continuity." Sources claim the address could reshape how the monarchy defines royal legitimacy in the modern era. The speech has reportedly already been approved by King Charles and is scheduled to be after the commission announces its decision. According to insiders, the address will lay out the commission's findings, confirm Archie and Lilibet's registry status, and establish clearer rules for any future claims to royal titles. Palace aides say this won't just be a routine statement. It could become a constitutional declaration that defines the monarchy for years to come. Sources say Prince William's tone in the upcoming address is calm but completely firm. According to insiders who have seen early drafts, he doesn't attack them directly. Instead, he focuses on duty and responsibility to the crown. At one powerful moment in the speech, he reportedly says, "This decision was not made with malice. It was made with duty." Would rather backlash the erosion of royal truth. Those words, close to the palace, left even members of his circle stunned into silence. Observers say William appears ready to face what backlash comes next, even if it permanently damages his relationship with his brother. The atmosphere inside royal circles is tense, with everyone waiting for the next move in this historic standoff. But just as it prepares for the public reaction, a surprising the headlines. A leaked Heathrow flight manifest reportedly shows a private jet scheduled to land in London on March 14th, 2026. The document lists one passenger, Henry Mountbatten Windsor, along with 2 young dependents. The aircraft is said to be departing from California's Van Nuys Airport, a location often used by and royal travelers. One detail immediately caught attention. Markle's name does not appear on the passenger list. Even more unusual, there has been no media coordination and no visible security announcement surrounding the trip. Officials have refused to confirm or deny whether the leaked flight document is real. That silence has only made the rumors spread faster across royal circles and media outlets. Whispers are now flying that Prince Harry could be returning to the United Kingdom with Archie and Lilibet by his side, but without Meghan. If that would be true, it would be an enormous and highly symbolic move. Some insiders believe Harry may be preparing to show his children to the king and the royal family, hoping their presence speaks louder than any paperwork. For supporters of Harry, it carries strong emotion and meaning. For critics, it looks like a risky gamble that could either ease the royal conflict or ignite an even bigger explosion inside them. Still, not everyone believes the story at face value. A few palace watchers suspect the reported flight could be a kid distraction, while something else unfolds quietly behind the scenes. As one insider reportedly put it, this family plays chess, and until those jet wheels actually touch the runway in London, nobody truly knows what move is coming next. Reporters are now crowding outside, cameras pointed straight at the entrance for the announcement that steady or shake of Windsor. Across Europe and beyond, headlines are with suspense. Phrases like "royal verdict imminent" and "children in limbo" are spreading across news sites and broadcasts. Opinion is sharply divided. For some people, Meghan Markle represents a modern mother caught in the pressure of centuries-old royal rules. In their view, she's facing a system that fails to adapt to the modern world. Others see this very differently. Prince William believes he is acting of royal honor, making hard and uncomfortable to defend the crown. He can't afford uncertainty when it comes to lineage and tradition. And right in the center of the storm stands Prince Harry. To many observers, he has become the emotional core of this entire crisis, between powerful forces, love for his children, loyalty to his family, and the heavy weight of royal legacy. Now everything depends on the decision of the RLEE. In favor of Archie and Lilibet could be restored to the royal registry, regain recognition within the royal structure, and secure their place in the family's historical line. But if the ruling goes the other way, this moment could be remembered as the turning point that reshaped modern royal history. Around the world, people are watching closely. The final verdict could redefine the royal bloodline in real time. If the RLE rules in Prince Harry's favor, it could still feel like a victory. It would finally be recognized. To that outcome may come with intense scrutiny and lasting inside the royal family. Every detail uncovered during the investigation could continue echoing through royal history for years to come. If the decision swings the other way, the consequences could be severe. Archie and Lilibet could any official royal succession. That would mean no titles, ceremonial recognition, and no formal place in royal state events. Some insiders even say that any future use of royal titles connected to them could trigger legal challenges. For Prince Harry himself, pressure may be even greater. Palace sources whisper disciplinary action related to claims of misrepresentation, a step that can even further away from the royal institution. If that outcome happens, the fragile brothers may not should break. The tension between Prince William and Prince Harry has already stretched its limits, and a ruling against Harry's side could deepen the divide inside the royal family even further. What makes the moment even more dramatic is a little-known clause hidden inside the RLE Charter. The provision reportedly gives the king, or the Prince of, the authority to veto the final ruling. But according to insiders, Prince William has made it clear he does not intend to use that power. Sources say monarchy must follow its own laws, even when the consequences are for the family. It has only added to the weight of this historic decision. Now, as dawn rises over London, the world's attention is fixed on Buckingham Palace, said to be only moments away, and the atmosphere feels heavy with anticipation. Behind those gilded palace walls, the tension is electric. A press statement is reportedly already prepared, sealed, timed, and guarded, waiting for the exact moment it will be released to the world. When the royal seal touches the page, everything changes. Outside the palace gates, the crowd suddenly surges with energy. Reporters begin shouting questions, cameras non-stop, and live broadcasts up screens across the world. In that single moment, the fate of Archie and Lilibet, the future of Prince Harry's legacy, and the monarchy itself all seem to hang by the thread. No matter what the reveals, whether it or controversy, the truth will echo through royal history for generations. One thing already feels certain. After this moment, the House of never looked the same again. If you followed this royal storm all the way to the end, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this story, and drop your below. The story isn't finished yet, and the next chapter could explode at any moment.